Hello, this is Lolly. I just wanted to do a quick clarification video about PassBook pals and how to actually mail them. There have been a lot of comments in the group asking, well, don't I mail the entire PassBook? Well, in my video, I thought I made it clear. And that was, I was giving the history of PassBooks that when I had come up with the idea, my goal was to have you mail your PassBook to a pal, have her write on the first page and put a stamp here and then mail it back to you. And that way your PassBook would travel all over the world collecting stamps. It became quite obvious that it was too bulky to mail anymore, especially overseas. It would just, this is why I kept saying keep it flat and keep it flat, was because the thicker it got, the more expensive it got to mail. And you could see mailing this overseas would get quite pricey. And to mail it to 12 different people would get really expensive. That is why I revamped the system and went with it, just mail the letter and your stamp idea. So in other words, when you get a swap partner, first you have to make a book and post a picture of it in the group so that we know you're serious and that you are doing the craft. When you get a partner, there is a PassBook log in our files section. It can be accessed through any device. So you would need to go to the files section on a phone. I think you have to click info and then files, if I'm not mistaken. If not, it says more or about, something like that, depending on your phone. And they keep changing the app, so what works today might not be where it is tomorrow. So you get a swap partner, you print this out, or make your own log, write your swap partner's name and their address in there. Any comments such as, do you have a theme? Do you mind chunky? Do you want it flat? The date you sent yours and the date you received hers. So the day you send, what you are going to send is just a letter and just a stamp. So it's just those two things. That's all you're mailing. So when you make a stamp or an artist trading card and you write her a little letter, please don't do a big sheet and try to fold it down. Just do a little card, no bigger than 3 by 4. When she receives it, she opens up her book, she glues in her letter, and she glues in her stamp. And that's it. And that's what you do when you receive yours from her as well, is you glue in the letter and you glue in the stamp. Now, someone has said, why can't we just put the letter and stamp on the same opening like this? That's fine. It's totally up to you. It's your PassBook. The only reason that I did it this way was because otherwise, if you just only do these spreads like this, then you are, this page here and this page here have nothing on them. But you can do something to decorate those. That is up to you. Now look at this. How easy is this to mail? Get an envelope. You can do a decorative envelope like this one. Have a letter. You have your ATC card stamp. And that is all you need to do. And this one will take a regular letter postage stamp. In the U.S., it's up to 50 cents now. But that is all you have to do. If you feel like you want to give extra goodies, just limit it to maybe some blank ATC cards like this, or just a couple stickers maybe. But the whole goal, it really is to keep this affordable. We have so many swaps that are so expensive to swap, and this will keep it within budget and enable us to really fill these up quickly. Another thing I want to point out in the file section are these, which just, it has a PassBook number, the dates, and a place for your address so that you can glue these inside the front cover here. But if you're not going to use this page, you could put it right there. Again, it's your PassBook. You can do what you want with it. Another thing is just think about all the themes that you can do. You can do, like I can make this whole one travel theme, and I can swap travel themes stamps with 12 different people. I can make one that's not travel themed. I can make a Mickey Mouse one, or a Hello Kitty one, or a career one. All the themes that you can come up with, you can mix match and put whatever theme you want in here. You can have one that's just all people rubber stamping and coloring in images. You can have a theme of your favorite hobby, family, friendship, coffee, tea, a floral theme, animals, a color like just a pink one. Destination adventures like Paris, fashion, you could pick a style like vintage or retro, chic, cutesy, grunge, You can do, you can collect a stamp from every state, from every country of members. You can do one that's just only making ATCs of die-cut images, butterflies, fairies, seaside, beach, mermaid, gorgeous girls, superheroes, a specific character. I mentioned Mickey, Hello Kitty, Pushing, something like that. You could focus a season, like do one that's all Christmas, or excuse me, that's a holiday, or you could do a season like spring, summer, winter. You could choose a career. Everyone do one about your career or what career you would like. So up to you. The sky is the limit. You're not limited in what focus or theme you put in your book. So if you want one, and anything goes in this one, this could be my anything goes one, and just I can put anyone's ATC stamps in here. If I want that one that is only travel, then I could make sure that we specify a theme and we stick to the travel theme when we make our stamps, and then this one would be a travel theme. So just get your creative caps on and think about what you would like to do with each one of your books. So, and if you have a friend who would rather just make and swap an entire PassBook, that's up to you too. So what you could do is you could write in here a little explanation about why you made that particular stamp, you know, what it means to you. You can write another note here about this one and what it means to you. You could fill up an entire book with stamps and notes and letters to your swap partner and just trade books. Again, I'll said it before, it's up to you. It's flexible. I'll just say that my goal this time around, as I'm presenting this to you, is to keep this affordable. Like this, is to do a letter and an ATC in an envelope, and what an easy swap. I thank you so much. Just remember, I've gotten comments, people who are not on Facebook. You know, this is not saying that you can't do this if you're not on Facebook. It's just that I cannot help organize swaps or give you counsel or advice or direct you other than through YouTube. And I don't have the ability to organize other swaps and supervise all that. It has to all be located in one place, and right now that is Facebook. There is something called Google Chat. You can get involved in that, and you can see if you can find artistic people there to link up with if you're not on Facebook. But swapping requires being social, and being social kind of requires some sort of social media, unless you have a very large group of crafty friends that you know of already who are able to swap with you. So come check out the Facebook group. And you need to have been on Facebook for a year at least. It does tell us when you started your Facebook account, and there is a reason for that. It has to do with people who have scammed others in swaps before. We hate to have to be that protective, but that's the way it is, and we do our best to protect you. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that clarifies it all. Letter, stamp, envelope. Thank you for watching.